we're moving because it's intense. We're following Kira. Maybe we'll see some 15 HP down there. Sick. I am excited.
Well, Kindred O got the first 2 bans for ChuChuZ. Brand Quinn actually the bans for Kira. And we talked to ChuChuZ yesterday after his 1v1 win. He said, I've been preparing some stuff. I've got more. It's not just Brand Caitlyn.
Okay, interesting. I mean, this is the Quinn with the reduced vision when it comes to queuing people. So it's not aerial assault anymore. It's back to blinding.
Yep.
It's not the same blind. 523 Quinn changes. Lots of Quinn changes.
Well, Lucian Lulu there as well. Kira just goes for the Caitlyn. Why wouldn't you?
Oh, yes. I want to see it.
ChuChuZ has to know he's playing Caitlyn.
I mean, surely.
Like Kira's game yesterday, you heard the analyst desk talk about it at the top of the block. Like, just amazing mirror against BRTT. ChuChuZ is a known Z player.
Yep.
Yamato's been on the Z train.
I'm on the Z train. I'm right there with you.
Please, no rise.
Oh, no.
This is actually... For the most important 1v1 so far, if we have a Nunu Caitlyn matchup where Caitlyn just farms, Nunu just farms. Ooh.
Cassiopeia, another trademark champion for ChuChuZ. Not quite his Z, but he is strong on it.
But here's the thing, Cassiopeia loves the enemy that tries to approach. Caitlyn doesn't want to approach. She just sits as far back as possible and just auto-attacks you down.
Kind of hoping that ChuChuZ here goes for the flash instead of the ignite or the exhaust. Because, sure, I can agree with the ignite because it's all about the all-in on top of this Caitlyn. But the flash is so important for that.
Yeah.
For that mechanic you were mentioning earlier.
You have to close the distance. You have to against the Caitlyn if you want to try and all-in her.
And a Q, it's a little bit easier. You can try and slow him, but I agree. It's going to be tricky. Kind of hard to get to Rylos and really chase people down on the 1v1 map. So
there we go. It has been changed right at the end.
But actually, really good summoners on both sides to talk about. I believe Kira has Flash Cleanse or Exhaust Cleanse?
Exhaust Cleanse.
Okay. Not too much mobility, like just the net, really.
I'm trying to think.
And some traps to help with the spacing.
I love the cleanse instead of the ignite because what you want to do with Caitlyn is never actually all in. You want to play the sustain game, so the cleanse can get you out of those all in situations.
Well, we'll have to see how it works out. Kira, same skin as yesterday, slightly different summoner spells. Didn't go for the barrier this time. See, ChuChuZ does have that flash, so you have to expect he wants to be aggressive. You've seen Cassio's also get to the CS mark as well, so Cassio, quite a strong 1v1 champion that we sort of saw in the middle of the tournament, but it's a big match for Kira, and ChuChuZ, of course, nothing left to win now but this 1v1 tournament potentially, so here in Melbourne playing in front of the home crowd.
And to shut down the chances of the CIS. To, you know, make that 5v5 that even more important for CIS. You know, if they've spent everything on the 1v1s at this point, and they haven't, it's just like, let's roll the dice on Kira. We got this, guys.
Well, I think they trust him as a strong player because he's had a great tournament, both 5v5 and 1v1. And again, his Caitlyn yesterday was nothing short of spectacular, but ChuChuZ, again, had to know was coming into this matchup. We saw Ejim's answer to the Caitlyn was almost the AD Leona, but he's gone for Cassio here. See how this one works out. Caitlyn is getting the early pressure onto the wave. Cassio not bad at pushing level 1, but it's not Caitlyn. Ooh, nice bit of poison there as well. But Kira going to get the early lead here.
Yeah, and Kira once again grasps the Undie as expected. Can proc that very often, so should be pretty healthy here. Not the best of CSing for either player of the first wave. I guess ChuChuZ still has the opportunity to make up for it.
Nice juke forward there by Kira. Had the grasp passive ready to go as well.
So much pressure on both players. We have Kira fighting for his whole nation, and ChuChuZ is doing the same. Carbon fell earlier.
That's true.
It's kind of understandable that it makes
level 2 will win! No cleanse used by Kira. He is so patient with his summoners. Something I've really admired him for when we've seen him play. Good dodge of that Q there as well. ChuChuZ starting to run out of mana too, so he's going to have to chug that biscuit perhaps.
He did have an extra one.
Yes.
That's the key thing about Doran's ring. You get the extra health potion that comes from that. So that does give him a little bit more sustain.
I feel like a key breakpoint for the Cassiopeia is when she reaches 100 stacks, because that is going to give her the sustain, and also after a few baits she has the mana to stay in lane for forever. Then she can compete with the Caitlyn push, so I would watch out for that.
Yep, we saw this actually from Saros, I believe, as Kira does steal that relic pretty much right as it spawns. Nice play there. But yeah, just using the E. Obviously you don't get the cooldown reset, but you do get a little bit of mana back, I believe.
Yeah,
so you saw Saros getting that refund a lot when he was playing Cassio.
Oh, ChuChuZ is getting hit by a number of these built-over Peacemakers right now. You can see Kira very confident. He took down BRTT on this Caitlyn yesterday.
Oh, that juke! so good.
Got the
mind
headshot
games.
after as well. Wow.
Yeah, ChuChu's going to have to recall by the looks of things here. Oh, ooh. He does have the flash, remember, so he can make some big plays, but he's so low on mana. ChuChuZ hits 4, he has to go home.
Seems like the wave is slightly slow pushing
dead.
towards Q. Ooh.
Both of them did. Kira got the relic, though,
The mind games.
and has Grasp of the Undying. ChuChuZ, this may be a mistake, both with exhaust.
I think if he gets headshot, he's dead instantly.
I feel like the scenario that ChuChuZ wants to avoid is if Caitlyn reaches 6, if they stay for that long,
Yeah.
the ult just comes out and ooh.
Trying to pretty much zone Caitlyn out here with these Qs, but ChuChuZ is just a little too low. Kira going to build up such a CS leader, and this tower might even take a beating as well. Health Relic also going to get stolen away. Oh, ChuChuZ, he wants to go for it! Oh! First blood as Kira reads it like a book.
So smart from Kira, just knowing that the greedy play from ChuChuZ, he tried it already, staying in lane, waiting for the relic, punishes it a second time. Man, good Caitlyn play.
It felt like a rat coming into like a mouse trap. His head just got chopped off. Tried to go for the cheesy relic. Oh my goodness.
And Kira again continuing to astound and impress with his 1v1 play. We talked about how crucial it was going to be for Kira to, win and effectively win the tournament based on his 1v1 play. One step closer now, gets into the semi-finals basically, taking out